Hello everybody, Gloopy here. Today I'm going to be talking about something that has been in the works for several months, and you already know what that is based on the thumbnail and the title. I'm going to be talking about my bundle, the Goober Goddess bundle. Also, if I sound sick, it's because I am, so I do apologize for that, but without wasting any more time, let's get into it. The Goober Goddess bundle started as a little sketch I made over a year ago, and this was simply a joke that I made saying, haha, it would be funny if I got my own skin and this is what it would look like. The sketch is bad because I never meant for it to be serious in any way, and it was literally just a joke. That is all it was supposed to be. There is a community member named MOT, and he saw this concept and made an actual head for it, a fully textured and modeled head. I really like this head, and I think this is what sort of made me really like the idea of what this concept could turn into. This is when I started talking to bro.exe outside of VAIL, and I brought up this concept, and he ended up giving his own concept, and this is what that looks like. And after this, it's at this point where I'm like, hold on, this could actually turn into something. It's at this point where a community member named Valaxis comes in. He is an artist and he makes really good stuff. He started making concepts for an entire character set. He started making concepts for a colonist. There are so many concepts that it would be impossible to talk about every single one. You can see them all on screen now. I'm going to try and show as many as I can. And after this, we started concepting a Rayab. I didn't know what I wanted my DLC set to be about. I didn't know if I wanted it to be a colonist or a Rayab, if it would have guns or not. Eventually, we settled on the character being a colonist, and this is where King Davy comes in. King Davy decided that he would make some weapon concepts, and all I knew at the time is if I wanted weapons in this DLC, I wanted it to be the Vityaz, because the Vityaz is my favorite gun in the game. Until they nerfed it to shit, but that's irrelevant. So we started concepting a bunch of different weapon skins for a bunch of different guns. You can see all of those on screen now. Again, there are so many, and everything was going very well until Rover 07 released. This is a problem because the gun skin style we were going for ended up looking very similar to Rover, and we knew that to avoid having the bundles be basically the exact same thing, we needed to change them up a bit. So we took the color palette for my character that I use for my videos and my Twitch and all of my content creation stuff, and we decided to base the gun skins off of her, and we based the new color palette on the guns based on her outfit. And that is when we started to develop more uniquely looking guns. Eventually, we narrowed it down that we wanted at least a Vityaz and a Glock 17. Those were the two guns we wanted, and we also decided we gotta throw a knife in there, like basically every other DLC. This is when I got into contact with MOT again, and I asked him if he would be willing to create the skin based on the concepts we had, and he said yes. This is when I went up to Maple, who was another skin designer in the VAIL community, and I asked if they would be willing to make the gun skins based off of King Davy's concepts, and they also said yes. So now we had MOT working on the body, and we had Maple working on the guns. I sat in a call with MOT for a good while, but this was the final product, and I am so happy with how this came out. He did an amazing job at transferring all of the different concepts to an actual model. Some things were changed, obviously. We also took designs from my friend Terror for a new and more unique head. We basically took all of these different concepts and mashed them into one that took the best things from every concept and formed them into a singular cosmetic set. Maple also did an incredible job translating the different concepts into their own skin. The only thing that we did change was the Canto. It's at this point where the bundle is 100% complete. The gun skins are done, the knife is done, the body's done, and I need to show people what it looks like. So I go to DNS. He is a member of the art team on VAIL, like bruh, and I ask if he would be willing to make some renders of the skin. And he said yes. And these are amazing. He did an incredible job. Again, everyone did an incredible job on this, and I think they came out amazing. And this is where the story ends. We have the entire bundle complete. Everyone has seen the skin. Mostly everyone likes it. Some of the reactions are very negative, and if I can be honest, extremely funny, which is entirely worth it. But that is how I got my own skin bundle in VAIL. Maybe one day we can actually get get it added to the game, that would be an absolute dream come true. But for now, that is where the story of the Goober Goddess bundle ends. One more thing, we recently passed 400 subscribers on the channel, and a month ago, I said I would do a Q&A specifically for this. So here's that now. Version asks, what is your least favorite feature from XLab, or some gripes you had with VAIL as a game? Personally, the only thing I can think of with problems with the game itself is the direction the game is going. It feels like a lot of things are going specifically towards extraction instead of other modes like quick play or artifact or even training grounds. And while I know extraction is going to become less of a focus when 1.0 releases, it still feels like everything is being pushed to that. Recently, we have gotten changes specifically to other parts of the game, which is nice, and I hope that we can see that, going forward. What is my least favorite feature from XLab? It has definitely got to be supply capsules, or mining in general. It is very unfun, and it is tedious, and I personally do not like the idea of gambling for cosmetics, especially now that you can buy them with gel. A Good Steak asks, what do you think XLab future holds? Like getting out of debt and updating the game? As for a non-VAIL question, what is something you really enjoyed? I think XLab is going to hopefully get out of debt. They have made a lot of money with the investing. I believe they are still in the red. I'm not entirely sure, but I am pretty sure that they made a lot of money from that. So hopefully they can get out of that dish and come back from it. I believe the game will get better, especially with the announcement of Project Health or Operation Health, where the game is going to get a lot more stability fixes, so hopefully that is as good as they're making it sound. As for what is something that I really enjoyed, I've been having a lot of fun on Helldivers 2, playing with my friends, fighting cyborgs on Cyberstan, going back to the Illuminate and fighting them after a good while, Helldivers 2, if you know me, you know it's my favorite game of all time. So anytime I play that game, it is so fun. And I've even gotten into Warhammer recently with Vermintide 2 and Darktide. So I've been having a lot of fun with that recently. Peak asks, what was your first skin you ever made? That would obviously, again, be the little sketch that I made for my fake, or my joke player skin, which, we've already talked about. VailVR News asks, what's holding you back from making AI-generated slop, lying about VAIL and fake features? Well, first of all, your content fucking sucks and I hate you. Second of all, I just like to be honest. If I am making an informative video, I want to make sure that what I'm saying is fact, and if it's not fact, then I don't want to share it. When I make update videos, I make sure that everything I'm talking about, I know what I'm talking about, and also that it is 100% true. Because if it's not true, that's just spreading misinformation, which can confuse people, and that's not really something I want to do. Lux asks, if you could have a content creator skin in the game, what would it look like? Dynamic asks, when are you going to lock in? I'll tell you what, get me an extraction item, my own item in extraction, my own redacted, my own streamer item, and then I'll lock in. That's my proposition to you. And that's all I have for the Q&A. Those are all the questions I got. Again, thank you for letting me hit 400. I would not be here without you guys. Thank you for the team of people that I've had working on the skin, Valaxis, King Davey, Maple, MOT, all of my other friends that helped work on it. Thank you all so much for making it become true, and hopefully one day we actually can get it into the game. But other than that, this is Gloopy, signing off.